Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cobra Kai Season 2. We are here. We got 3 episodes to bring you tonight. As I said, Season 2 of Cobra Kai, and we have a panel with us tonight, so we'll just get straight into it. We've got the one and only Problem Being. And we've got another guest with us joining us for Series 2. It's the one and only Miss Poop herself, Melina Vader.
Hi, how's pooping?
Yeah. I just seen the word poop. I was like, what the hell is she on about anyway? He's missed it before we came on live. Before we came on live, what you call it? Some mad quacking sound was happening in the background in Melina's layout. Either I don't know what it was, but it was hilarious. It was all I just heard was quack 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 quack. It was funny. Well, it's nice to hear her laughing anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it's better than
well, that's it. We got Chris in the chat. Welcome, Chris. Welcome. Hope everybody is doing well. We've only got 2 people watching tonight. I wonder what's going on Wednesday night. So something happened that I'm not aware of. That the world suddenly come to blows while I was asleep. Is there shit going down?
I think when you put up, because you put it up and it's like it's starting right away, so you don't put the time when it's starting. So I don't know. I think that's something to do with it. You need to.
Anyway, we are here for Cobra Kai. Obviously, we've had a blast watching the 4 series, and we flew through it because we've enjoyed it. So now we're here for Season 2, and after the events of Season 1, we'll obviously see what happened, and it'll be interesting. Season 2, Season 2. I'm getting confused there. Right, well, if everybody in the chat, well, there's only one bleeding person in the chat. Chris, if you're ready, please, mate, press 1. If the panel is ready, let me know, and we'll get Lee to, as we say, do the countdown. Get these subtitles off as well. That won't do me any favors. Right, and Melina is sick, so if you do hear coughing in the background, our apologies, but can't be helped. It's winter time. Everybody gets sick. So she won't be able to pass her germs through the computer. So that's the
she'll be able to pass poop. That's important.
The only major news is being able to hear Melina laugh. Are we skipping the recap? Are we playing it? No, we're playing it for. I don't know if there's a recap on the site that I'm using.
35 minutes exactly on my counter.
It's 35 minutes and 52 seconds on mine. So maybe there is a recap. Right,
mine is 36 minutes 26 seconds.
Wow, yours is even longer. Okay.
We'll just thank you.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. Are we going there? Anyway, let's
let this
get. Yeah, that's it, Lee. Let's get this show on the road. Lee, without further ado, my friend, we got 4 people watching right now. If you've just joined us, we're watching Cobra Kai Season 2, Mercy Part 2, Episode 1. So we're about to start now. We'll give you, because there's 4 people there, we'll give it a couple of seconds. Sorry about Melina. She's gonna
explode in a poopy mess.
She's gonna keep laughing.
Poop and snot everywhere.
Does she do this on other people's streams? I don't think she laughs as much on other people's streams as
she pretends to be classy on other people's streams.
Yeah. On ours, then she just
lies.
Wow.
All lies.
Yeah.
And truth.
Right, we'll go ahead. Lee, without further ado, you know what to do.
Alrighty. Well, I don't know if we're gonna have a recap or I'll let you know. All right.
Yeah, well, we're doing a recap, but if you need to pause yours, you pause yours, and then when the recap goes, then we'll tell you to press play.
All right.
That'd make more sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, we've got YouTube originals.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it is a slight recap. So it's where Johnny is obviously in the dojo. So it's strike first, strike hard. They're showing that the camera is panning, no mercy. And then I think Johnny is in the office, if I remember, drinking.
Right,
I
I see strike first, strike hard, no mercy now.
Yeah, me.
Right,
yeah,
well then you're grand.
yeah.
You're there. You're there.
Now,
You're there.
and I'm seeing my man right now.
Yeah. And we're seeing
Johnny
John Kreese, who returned. This was epic. This was fucking. This scene was
Yes,
just
it was.
absolutely everything that I wanted it to be. Seriously. Everybody closed the book on us.
Because we thought, oh yeah, the bad guy is so obvious. This, no, curveball right there.
And I love this scene because it's just straight away, just Johnny. The music's brilliant in this.
Mm.
And I love the way they have the camera angle so they're in between the words, standing like.
He ain't having it.
Johnny was right here, though. Don't care what anybody says. I was rooting for Johnny in this season in particular. Because I knew what this cunt was up to. Oh!
Ooh, yeah.
Just like I turned you.
Oh!
What I heard is that this was all Kreese. I mean, the actor, I forgot his name to play Kreese. This was all him.
Yeah, because Cheryl was actually telling me he's actually black belt in a lot of different styles. Like this fella is a real actual like karate fucking expert. Like
that's
like they use a stunt double for some of the moves, but the moves where you see him doing the kicks and that's all him.
Ooh.
I think in this season, William Sapka, I think that's all him. And the first season, I mean, series 1, series 2. I don't think I used the double.
Oh,
I never try to kill you.
Oh.
Oh, that's I like the way it shows with the fire. It's so there's a meaning behind that.
Yeah, this is why I love it because it's showing what his sensei did to him, but Johnny is not willing to do exactly the same to him. I just think it's brilliant.
So it feels like he's now becoming him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really bad position. Oh.
Oh, what a start to season 2. Show no mercy. Take those feckers out. So is this I have to ask Lee because Lee has a thing for our Robbie here. Is this the season, Robbie, that you like now? Is it season 2, Robbie, or season 3, Robbie?
Season 4, Robbie.
Oh, it's season 4, Robbie. Okay, so we still have a ways to go. Okay.
Haircut, Robbie.
Oh, you like haircut, Robbie. Okay. So you like homeless looking Robbie?
What?
Well, he's homeless in Series 4, isn't he?
Well, you know.
No,
no, that's Series. All right, yeah.
Yes and no.
I guess. I don't know. No.
Bigger circles. You know, like wax on, wax off. He taught you this. Come on, Robbie.
I was gonna say something else.
No, don't. Just in case you get yourself and have the rest of us in hysterics, and then we won't be able to do the watch along. We actually do want to watch this, like No. Oh, there he is taking his there you go, flexing his own muscles there. With his wax on, wax off. Look at him, yeah. I have to say, it's deadly that they have the old cars.
I love those cars. They're beautiful.
Yeah, same here. I always loved that yellow car when I first seen it in the Karate Kid movie. I was like Daniel. Like, I was like, yeah, what a car.
Car.
What a car. Like this show.
I think the actor who plays Robbie, I think he's a dancer. And so he got to show those moves later on.
Ah, yeah, they over exaggerate some of the moves in this show, but obviously, like, they kind of have to. But yeah, they all get to.
He was originally a dancer.
Oh, there's the asshole.
Anthony.
Yeah, he's just a little asshole.
He's the
only one I don't like in the show. Is that little shit?
Yeah.
Like, he's not as bad. He's not as bad in this one as he was in season 1. But then season 3, we won't say that, and he's a little dickhead, you know.
No, not
but then
to
you feel sorry. But then
four.
you're gonna see it off season 4. Sorry, but then you're gonna see it feel sorry for him for season.
Shush!
Yeah, but he deserves it.
Give everything away.
Stop! It's all right. Everybody's already seen it. Doesn't matter if we get spoilers.
Might forgotten, or people might be watching who haven't watched.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Cheryl just pointed this out to me. So your woman that's playing Daniel LaRusso's wife is actually Missy out of The Big Bang Theory. That's Sheldon's sister.
Yeah.
Oh
Never really
my
watched it,
god!
Yeah, she looks completely different, Melina, doesn't she?
Yes.
That's what and I said, "Are you sure that's her?" She goes, "It is." And then I looked, it is, man. So she's that's her.
Oh my god, he was. Can you believe that the cast of Cobra Kai was here in Puerto Rico? Oh, they were filming. I couldn't find where he was.
Well, you have to get Robbie's autograph on.
I think it was the film the Miguel and Johnny scenes.
Miguel and
boring.
Yeah, because obviously
he's going to Mexico.
Yeah, he went to Mexico at the end of the series 4, so Johnny is going to get him. So that's why they were filming there, because obviously they can't film in Mexico because of the pandemic.
The actress is Colombian.
And the gun violence.
Well, mostly because of the pandemic. Because if they do need to film stuff in Mexico, they usually film it in Mexico or Texas, because you know. But they went to Puerto Rico, so a nice little location for them though. Puerto Rico, they after filming, they can sit and relax and chill.
I've been to Mexico. Been to Monterrey.
Yeah, Cheryl's been to Mexico.
Monterrey. I can't roll my R's anymore for some stupid reason. I used to. I don't know. Monterrey. I used to be able to roll my R's. Now I can't. It's really weird. No. It's just weird.
Oh, you're gonna delete all the messages because your fault in the first place. Take responsibility for your shit, Sam.
Toxic femininity.
Like she's some cheek, you're blocking him.
Is that what is he? Is he?
Block. That's
cold.
cold.
That is cold.
Cold bitch. What a coward. She is such a miserable cow in this, like in this series.
No mercy, bitches. I hate the way Eli, like, every time Dimitri brings up their friendship.
Yeah, he
like,
betrays him so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. He's having an identity crisis. This old hawk. Oh dear. Shitty. Well, he did kind of punch her in the face. You know, it was a mistake, but yeah. You dick.
Oh.
You believe that's all his hair?
Yeah, I think so.
It is his hair. It's all his hair.
He's actually, I was saying this last week, Melina, he's actually going out with your woman in real life, the one that plays Moon. So your man that plays Miguel is actually going out with your woman that plays Moon in it.
No, not anymore.
Ooh.
No, Miguel.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Miguel and the actress who played Moon, they're not going out anymore.
Why not? What? I only read a couple of days ago they were together.
Yeah, but they're not going out. They're just like hanging out like friends, but not
really from the photographs that I've seen, they're kissing each other on the lips and everything and stuff.
Well, that could be that could easily be caught in a moment that's not what it seems and made to look like it is more than it is. It happens a lot.
True, except she's the one that's holding the phone taking the selfie, the two of them kissing. So I mean, I don't know how you explain that one, but
well, they might just be trolling the press, you know, create a bit of press.
Maybe could be, but that's sad if they are. Well, there you go.
Maybe she's really a lesbian and she's just doing it for
Noel's more invested in this than me.
Right? Noel's a bit of a tabloid whore, really, isn't he? If it's in the press, he'll report on it.
Well, I knew about the whore part, but not the tabloid.
But he's a smaller whore than you. The filth on this channel. My God. Just anticipating.
Kids today are cuddled. That's why I just love this show. Like, they're just out straight. This is a pussy generation. It is.
It is. I mean, they have a point here. There. I mean, no jokes aside, there is a point. I mean, we're pampering too much, and one thing is to have sympathy, and one thing is to kind of like the extreme pampering. We need. I think we need to show to. I don't know if the word should be like to be tough, because we're human. We can be tough all the time, but not also to, just to kind of fall apart all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense here. This is great acting. I love when Johnny Lawrence does that with his eyes. Mm. 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 Mm.
but his face is so evil. It's amazing. Great casting.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, the world may need Cobra Kai. The world don't need you. That's oof. It's from the second movie when he goes to Japan. Or was it the third movie? No, the second movie.
Third. Yeah, third.
Let me tell you something. I forgot his name. The actor who plays Daniel LaRusso. What's his name? Ralph Macchiato. He doesn't look his age. He's like, the man is almost 60, almost. He doesn't look his age.
Yeah. Karate Kid 2 is where they went to Japan. Karate Kid 3 is where he goes and fights for Cobra Kai. That's the one with Terry Silver in it.
Mm-hmm.
So who were you talking about there, Million? Sorry, I was paying attention.
Like always, because you're sexist.
Huh?
Because you're sexist.
Okay.
She does that to me on Fortnite stream. She used to just call me sexist on live on stream. Just go with it. Just nod and go, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now you're being racist. Okay.
Okay, so Ralph Macchio. He I remember an interview with him years ago. He it was in some fan magazine or something, I can't remember, but he was saying that he had like a growth hormone deficiency or something like that. So he
really,
even when he was in his 20s, he still looked like a kid. It's just like he just he had issues. That's why he looks so young.
I love those two characters. The one they call Penis Breath.
I was going to push harder. Dirty bitch. Stop.
Eli's face when he says no more cheating and no more fighting dirty, and Eli is disgusted.
Not when his back is turned.
Skinny little legs. Just don't think about like any strength in there at all. Yeah, she really looks like the hiking type.
Here, you was on the scene because mine slowed down, so I had to fast forward a little bit. Tell me when you're on the scene with Stingray.
Right.
The guy in the hardware store that he talks to fucking Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there yet. I'm still. We're
Right,
still
well then I have to pause it because I'm way ahead of you. So when you get to that scene and he walks off, right, and Johnny looked back at him, that's exactly where I am. I'm just going to knock off my camera for a minute.
Right, well, we're in the hardware store now.
Right.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yeah, they start talking about Metallica and then the best there.
Metallica, there you go.
Whoa, now you both are ahead of me. Hang on.
No, I'm going to wait. It just, for some weird reason, it decided that it was going to fucking buff, which it never does.
Like always.
It's just one of those days. I think
every
Cheryl's
day
watching.
For you.
I think Cheryl is watching Cobra Kai as well because she says when I was watching, she was going to watch Series 4. So, right,
Stingray is a character you shouldn't underestimate, really, isn't he?
Oh, yes. Without giving that away, Stingray is a bit. Yeah, he's going to play a major part actually.
Lee, where are you at right now?
He's just walked away.
Yeah, and now Johnny and not Johnny, then what you call a lover boy and Daniel LaRusso are talking.
Robbie and
yeah, I called him lover boy for you.
Oh,
thank you.
We know you fancy him. We know you fancy lover boy.
He's just not quite there. He hasn't fully.
Well, I like him a lot.
Oh, for God's sake. You two are going to be fighting over him now, are you?
Go away, Lee.
He's mine.
Here we go. He was here. Was he?
Yes. Did you get to see him?
No.
No. Well, then you deserve that for being. You deserve that for being nasty to Lee. So I'm glad you didn't get to see him.
Hey, that's.
Hey, I'm loyal to my longest friend.
Mates are for.
I'm loyal to my longest friend. You don't ever disrespect my friend.
I'm gonna tell the joke.
Rose before hose.
That's it.
I'm gonna tell that to.
Or toes before clothes.
To the Jody bots.
Uh-oh.
I don't care what the Jody bots do. Sure, all of us, they seem to have a bit of a hard on for me lately, which is pointless because I'm finished talking about her. She's gone. Move on. I'm moving on. She's gone. She's out of town. Nobody gives a flying crap about Whittaker, never, or nobody ever will. So deal with it.
Nobody really did. It's only because she has a vagina. That's the only thing they give a shit about.
Yeah, and the fact that she's down to, yes.
Yeah.
And apparently, if information is true, apparently, do you know the way RTD did the Metacrisis doctor for Rose to go off with.
Oh no.
Oh, well, apparently, if rumors are to be true, Yaz is going to get our very own Jodie doctor. Yeah, he can't do an original. So apparently, if rumors are to be true, Yaz is going to get our very own universal doctor that she can go.
Gross.
Pathetic.
Honestly, though, I'm just going to say this. I honestly don't give a shit if they do it or not, to be quite honest. You know what? I would have got angry and disgusted that they use Doctor Who for that sort of thing. But, you know, I don't really care because, you know, at the end of the day,
it's not canon,
the end of the day, it's not our Doctor Who. We don't recognise this anyway as fans. So if we don't recognise it, why are we letting it, you know,
it wouldn't make sense, like, even though it was true that it wouldn't make sense because.
Well, does any of it make any sense?
Yeah, I mean, you got a point.
Did Flux make any fucking sense? Like, literally, and I'm using it properly, the story amounted to very little, if anything at all. Like, nothing happened. University died, but didn't, and she went to learn about herself, but didn't.
So exactly.
Like, yeah. The villains were like all evil, consuming monsters that didn't do anything and kind of went away.
Yeah, it was like Thanos. It was like
pathetic.
Yeah, I just look. I don't really. Oh, my earphones keep falling out. It's always the same when my ears are hot.
Something else not big enough.
When they're cold, they fall out. Anyway. Look, I really don't care what they do with this, the end of series anymore. I really don't. Let them. If he's gonna pander to them little idiots, right? Let them, right? They'll get that because you know what? They're gonna be in for a shock when RTD takes over because they think they're gonna get this, that, and the other under him. What they don't realize is that this guy has, over the last few months before he's even announced getting the job, has been analysing and basically having meetings with people to see how bad this era actually is. So he knows exactly all of the problems that this show has had and why it's struggling, right? So they're in for a shock.
Well, you know, the first time a man is just doing the same thing again over and over and over and expecting a different result. So, you know, just bear that in mind.
Yeah, well, they're in for a bit of a shock, I can tell you now, because they think he's going to go one way, but he'll go the other. I know for a fact.
It's about time they experience what a shock feels like to understand what we've been at for the last few years.
Look, this is the way I'll put it. For the last 5 years, Chris Chibnall has put these people ahead of the show, right? RTD will put the show ahead of people. He always has and always will.
They became a new elite, and elites suck.
Yeah.
End of story.
I'm not looking. Let them have their Whittaker moment and their Yaz moment, right? Let them, right? Because as soon as RTD,
if they're happy with a straight man outing a lesbian,
that's it. Then let them.
A closeted lesbian to someone crush. Then
look at the Doctor Who Twitter account.
Let them try that in real life and see what happens.
Well, look at the Doctor Who Twitter account. They actually pull up a John Bishop post and saying what a great pal he was to Yaz.
Yeah, you really want someone outing you to your crush and then like them finding out and then maybe doing something nasty to you if they don't like you. I mean, like, that's the real world consequences right there, but no one seems to understand that for some reason. It's almost as if they're not really gay. I don't know. Because if you were, you might think about that and actually understand that. But these are the things that they clearly don't seem to have any consciousness of, which means to me, maybe they're just faking it. It's like, how can you not think of that? That's something that's first and foremost in your mind all the time, growing up gay. So, you know, fuck these people. Anyway, back to Cobra.
Yeah, back to Cobra Kai, because it got interesting there. We've seen another little scene with Johnny there as a young kid. It kind of... this is what I love about this show, even with John Kreese as well. You know, I'm kind of glad when they introduce these characters. They're not just introduced, you know, and then it's like, oh, they were in the movie before, so just accept them. I love the fact that they give them a backstory.
They're earning their roles again.
Exactly.
There are actually, you know what? There are no villains in this movie. It's not exactly like he's a bad man or he's a bad guy. There's always
they all have their
nuance.
A story. Like
every single one of them. 1 week, that's what I said. This is what I love about this show. 1 week you'll be rooting for certain characters. Then the next
week you think, what a dick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But then the week after, then you're back for. This is what's great about this show. Every character, doesn't matter who it is, even John Kreese up to a certain point, you're rooting for them, right? Except for Terry. Terry was the only one that I didn't root for at all as soon as I seen him come back, because I knew this fucker was up to something. But he's the only one.
And the son, you know, the fat kid.
Yeah. But seriously,
kick his head in. So just make him do something like other than just sitting there consuming ice cream.
Well, the kid, Daniel LaRusso's son. Well, he'll get stuff to do definitely in the next.
Oh season. Yeah, there's gonna be something.
Oh, he's fucked. He's screwed. He is. If you've seen that scene with that kid, the other kid, he's screwed for that semester. So he needs to either learn Miyagi-Do.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Maggie.
Yeah, I call her Maggie-Do. Miyagi-Do. I call it Maggie-Do. So what, man? Maggie-Do.
Next week will be Play-Doh or something.
Isn't that right, Ted? Toby Toy never dies.
Or Donuts Doll.
Right, that's what I do say to Ted.
Donuts.
So I do ask Ted, is he Toby? Right, I do ask Ted, is he Toby Toy or Maggie-Do? And he's a Maggie-Do because he's a little wimp.
See, this is a great scene, really.
Yeah.
See, he's selling him this I've changed thing.
Oh, yeah, and then hands him, then the kicker is the trophy. If you want to emotionally blackmail someone, this is how you do it, folks. But it's true. Because it works.
We don't condone this kind of.
But of course, we don't condone it. I'm just saying for the show, that's how it's done. If you're gonna emotionally blackmail someone,
we do not advise that you.
But I do not advise that you go around emotionally blackmailing people, because that isn't a good look. Yes,
bad optics.
By the way, we are joking. We obviously do not, and seriously do not condone.
Oh, I'm deadly serious.
But here, this is it. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. I've got this to give you. Yeah, it's this. Remember the trophy that I smashed over your head because you're a loser? Well, here it is back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do what I did. Yeah, it's stupid. In fairness, though, right, I'm going to say this. I'm going to get stick for this. But I won't say what happened. But I felt very sorry for John Kreese. But he deserved it.
Oh yeah. There's a consequence. But
there is. I think he will get a redemption arc, though, because it was looking like that, yeah. And I want him to, because I think he is misunderstood, because we saw a bit of his backstory as well, and you can understand the way he is. That's the thing.
You're getting way ahead here.
Sorry, but I'm just saying, that's what I love about this show. It's like characters that we've seen in the movies that we didn't like. Now we're getting to see more layers to them, and I'm not. As you said, Lee, you know, nobody is just black and white, straightforward. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, we all have a different path in life, and it takes us in different directions, not linear, like. And that's what I love about this. Every character. Right, we don't need to see this season on Cobra Kai, because it does spoil a couple of the episodes. So just go straight into the second one and get that ready. That's why I think the extra little bit is at the end. But it does heat up now. This is what I love about this. The first episode always kind of sets up the series, and then we get straight into it. So this episode, Ted's having a great time on the sofa there. Back in Black. That reminds me of the the Amy Winehouse song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I miss Amy Winehouse. She was a great singer, man.
Yeah, she was.
She wasn't she? She
Wasted
was
talent.
unique talent. Fucking hell, man. She's dead
Yeah.
years now, but God love her. Yeah.
Bad choices, huh?
Well, that's what I mean. It was, and the boyfriend she was with as well kind of didn't help matters. It's always
and
the way,
Pete
but
didn't help either.
no.
My former flatmate, I have to say.
Yeah. And our dad as well has to take a lot of responsibility because even after she died, that's sick. Like what Joe Jackson did when Michael Jackson died, promoting his own music. That's exactly what he did the day Amy Winehouse died, promoting his band's live gig. Like, you fucking disgusting. You just lost your daughter, like, and you're there like promoting your own shit. They could have done a lot. That's why she didn't want. They tried to make me go to rehab. Right? Wasn't her dad that made her go? It was the record company and all these other people. He was the one. It was the father that was like as well, saying she really didn't actually need to go to rehab. Well, obviously she did, but what a talent! She sang with the likes of Tony Bennett and all, and stuff like that. And Tony Bennett doesn't sing with any old.
And she had a really unique voice. She had a really good talent for writing songs. You know, that's a like not just music but lyrics, and she had a soul. You know, she had a soul too. She was a complex, damaged, deep person. You know, but and highly intelligent. And sometimes that's the road to ruin.
Yeah. They showed. Have you ever watched that? Just before we start the second part, we'll do it now. Have you ever seen that? That movie made about Amy, the documentary thing that they made.
No,
she wins, right? They show behind the scenes footage, right? Our mate was she brought, right? She was still very close to her mates that she grew up with childhood. So they were at the award ceremony with her. And she was literally backstage getting ready to perform somewhere else, but the Grammys were on. And she was waiting to see, she was nominated, and she was waiting to see if she'd win. She literally won. She didn't know how to react to the win. It was like she went into a daze, and you could actually see it in her face. She just looked so sad. Even after winning a Grammy, she just didn't even her mate. Yeah, you could tell, man. The record company, like our parents, they have a lot. Yeah, they have a lot to
get them milk. They'll milk these artists when they smell a hit. You know, they'll milk them for everything.
So look at Britney. Britney's the prime example of how bad a woman can be treated by her family and record producers. I mean, they literally put stuff in her body to stop her from having babies. What I mean, Jesus Christ Almighty, man.
Anyway, I'm not here for that.
Yeah. Anyway. Part 2 is called Back in Black, as I said. Sorry, it's just because I seen that and it reminded me of the Amy Winehouse song. And yeah, I watched that.
Noel does go on his tangent.
I do, a little bit. Right, Lee, go for it. This one is 30 minutes and 37 seconds, according to me.
Well, so 30 minutes and 51 seconds.
32:17.
Yeah, but I think what happens is it's just the title, so don't worry about that shit. So, without further ado, Lee. Oh, is everybody in the chat ready? Sorry, Chris. There's 6 people watching now, so thank you. Chris, if you're ready, please press 1. Yeah, I do say Maggie Doll.
Kai is supposed to be more like, a bigger thing than this. I'm shocked, people. Shocked.
Maggie Doll, yeah. That's what I call it for Ted. And then it's Toby Toy. Toby, because Toby is a real dog's name, so we call it Toby Toy. Right, Uno. Go for it, Lee.
Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You didn't do it properly.
You
messed it up, didn't you? You actually messed it up, and then you just.
No, I was playing with you.
No, you do it properly, or you're not going to get to do it anymore. Oh, I'm only messing, but I do love what he does to this car. Holy shit. Dude, yeah, take the LaRusso sign off.
No, I was going to go, and I was like, no, that's not what I do.
Yeah, I know. That's yeah.
It's like, I'm on the wrong stream for that.
Charlotte! He's trying to steal your saying.
Tune.
Yeah. I do love the music in this, and it's been a long time since I've sat down and listened to either heavy metal or a bit of rock. Have to
Bit
be
of
honest.
AC/DC there for you. You know what I mean?
I used to listen to Pearl Jam quite a lot.
Bit of Geordie rock and roll.
Bit of Metallica, obviously. Everybody, I think, is
I'm
likes a
dealing with Metallica.
Little bit of Metallica. No, I'm not a fan. I mean, you know, there are a few songs out there. You know, I wouldn't.
Metallica are the U2 of metal. You know, like, I mean, U2 used to be kind of good, but then they kind of suck now.
No, U2. They don't even talk about U2. U2 were only good in one decade, and that was the 80s, right? And maybe the 90s when they went through their kind of electro funk pop era when they did the Batman movie, when they did the soundtrack to that, they made an album that was kind of interesting. But other than that, they haven't. You're right. Don't look, play it cool. You're taking advice from Johnny, a boomer.
Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot this scene. Yeah, he thinks someone's breaking in, doesn't he? And it's his mother that I can't stand.
Boosh.
Mother of the Year. What? That one. Mother of the Year. Wow. Would you not be embarrassed by that though? I mean, where's the self-pride? I mean, I get that, you know, they say in this that she's trying to give her son the best life and all of this and stuff, right? But I mean, that's not how you go about it, mate.
Well,
you know, your kid needs you here. You can't be swanning off to Mexico because, you know, some bloke wants to get a bit of fun.
Bit of tail.
Yeah. You know, you've got a son, responsibilities. Like, I know, you know, drags being a mother. But, you know, if you didn't want to be a mother in the first place, you know.
Yeah, there were options. Like, never mind.
Yeah, big shoes to fill, all right. You'll never be a Miss
There's
Miyagi.
Maggie. There's Maggie.
It's Maggie Doe. Where's Ted? Are you under that blanket, Ted? You are, you little shit. Oh, look at those cars. Every time you just pan by those cars.
Maggie Doe.
I'll have everybody saying that now. And everybody in the chat be like, what's Maggie Doe?
Maggie Doe.
I just do it to Ted when I'm playing with his paws and we're doing a little, when I'm playing with him, doing a little bit of Cobra Kai. He loves it.
Except when I was like next to that sports car with those women in it. Then I forgot about it.
Oh, excuse me.
Does she get to fucking paint fences and wash cars? No.
Oh, she did all that before, though, when he was training her as a kid. So
yeah, a long time ago.
You have a problem with that?
Yeah. Mary Sue.
Yeah, it's yeah, because she's all bang on about how you want equal rights. So Robin's going to be treated one way, then Sam should be treated the same way. You know, that's equal rights. Unless it's all bullshit, you don't really want equal rights, and you're just like, you know, throwing your toys out. He's our pram because you think you can do a better job, like.
No, it's not that we don't think. We know we can do a better job.
No, you couldn't.
Oh,
Not a chance. If they listen for a minute, if all of the world countries, right, if every single if every leader of every country was female, trust me, the world would stagnate, right? And use are worse, by the way, than blokes. It's at least blokes have some restraint. Women fight with each other. Do you ever see two women fight with each other? Right? They never let go. Never let go. Never. Right? It's a feud until the end of time. Could you imagine two countries coming together?
It's the thing. Right? The thing is that they'll be
by the way, I'm
so
only
competitive
joking. I don't give a
because
fuck,
they'll be like, okay, I've got to impress all these guys. And then it's just like, I need to go to war with somebody quick.
Yeah. Margaret Thatcher was the perfect example of that.
Show my massive hard-on that I don't have, you know.
By the way, we're only joking. I don't give a shit, but like, you know.
But I'm kind of semi-joking.
Right.
Semi-joking.
We're just winding Melina up because, you know. It's easy to wind
one of the lads.
She's one of the lads.
That's real equality right there.
Yeah, remember, because mine is longer.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey. Look at his t-shirt, the future is female. He's just looking him up now like, what the fuck?
Like, I mean, when he walks into the dojo for the first time and he sees the students.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks at that kid, like, scrawny kid with the future is female. He's just like, oh.
Yeah.
I love that's how they deal with the woke issues. So just show it as
I know,
really is.
That's what I mean. So that's what I've hated. Some people out there have criticized this show because they believe it is woke and we're all being duped by nostalgia.
Woke.
Right?
No,
but no, I'm sorry, you are absolutely wrong. Yes, it does have those elements in it, but that's why you have the likes of John Kreese
seriously.
or Johnny.
It's well balanced.
They take the piss out of it.
It doesn't take itself
too seriously. Yeah.
And by that, it doesn't take anything seriously.
It's well balanced. It's very well balanced.
Well, that's the word I've been using on this channel from day one, is that the very first stream that I did.
Well, that's what the show's
about.
Exactly
what I said, balance. This show has perfect balance. Character development, story development, you know,
well, the whole thing is about
balance. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, how much focus? I mean, it's so on the nose with, you know, the balancing of the plants, the balancing of the black and white, you know, the yin and the yang. You know, the attack, the defense.
The black and white cookie.
Mm-hmm. You know, the long and the short. The male, the female. Yeah.
Yeah. Megiddo. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Uh-oh. Now he's got to show off in front of Creed. Arrogance. Uh-oh.
Oh. What's so funny, Miss Robinson?
Oh my god, that's so camp.
Oh, Johnny's pissed.
Did they pay for that? Like, you know, like they just turn up like, okay, class dismissed. I'd be like, can I have my money back?
Right, I'm a couple of seconds behind you, but like literally, they're all like, yeah, but don't be taking the piss. He's won, but he is right. Johnny is right. Like, you can't take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah.
If he's want to become the best, you have to keep training. Like,
but he's embarrassed. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah, in front of his own sensei.
If
exactly.
It wasn't for Kreese being there, he probably would have let it slide.
Yeah, and laughed as well with them. But because he's there, he's trying to impress him. Jeez, I can't I just can't believe that's Missy. I used to fancy her in The Big Bang Theory. Like, don't get me wrong, she's still a good-looking woman, but I can't believe, like, how long ago was it since I last seen Missy in The Big Bang Theory? It wasn't that long back, though.
I stopped watching a long time ago.
She is a MILF, that's for sure.
Yeah, I stopped watching, for me, Melina, I stopped watching after series, well, I watched all the series 4, but I started series 5, but I couldn't get into it. So I stopped midway through that one. But yeah, I heard the ending, though, is supposed to be beautiful and brilliant, though. So I might go back and watch the last couple of seasons just to watch how it ends, because I heard the ending is supposed to be very emotional. Like, and I did love that show. I know some people out there don't like The Big Bang Theory, but I loved it, man. I mean, every character is brilliant.
It was good. I mean, it was funny, but then it got really lame, got dumbed down.
I think Young Sheldon is better.
Yeah, I love Young Sheldon.
Yeah, same here. I think that's much better. Look at those two just whipping up the car sales.
Oh, God. The guy's
really look at that car. Wouldn't you just love to be in something like that, wouldn't you? Have to say, Mercedes do make nice cars.
Oh, they do, yep.
Yeah, they definitely do.
I wish I had a new car. Well, I still love my car.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's got really great chemistry in this show.
Yeah,
they do. True. Everybody does, though. There's not one character that isn't believable, or if they're in a relationship, it's all believable because they do all have great. Look at this. What I love about this. Look at they've literally gotten actors and actresses, right? Journalists to come out of retirement, right? You don't get that, Lee. You even know that. You do not get something like that, especially people that have left acting behind. It's very hard to convince those people to come back and do something. But the fact that they've all been open and straight away said, yeah, there was no even convincing these people. They were sent the script, and as soon as they said, yeah, we're on board.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get that. That's what I mean.
That's very lucky.
Yeah.
Fucking lucky.
Yeah, you don't get that too often. You really don't. And I agree with you. You know, don't let this go on for too long now. Yeah, we're coming up to series 5. I'd maybe like to see another, say, maybe 3 more seasons.
What they could do is have a break, and then later on they could bring like the younger cast back, maybe a bit older, and then do
let it continue from them. Then, yeah, exactly. You know, if Miguel takes a stretch in 3 years from now, you know, you could even have him take over whatever dojo, we won't say Arton, you know, and then Sam take over then Miyagi-Do and see who takes over. Yeah, or Maggie-Do. Or see who takes over Cobra. But this scene is one of my favorites, the cement truck scene.
I love it.
How Johnny, right, but Melina, how Johnny gets away with some of the stuff here. I mean, he nearly drowns Miguel, right? He nearly drowns Miguel.
So, and?
No, I'm just saying how does he get away with? Oh my God! In today's society, the way people go, if this was to happen in real life, he'd be arrested and he'd be sent to prison.
No.
Yes, he would.
No.
Because this is a pussy generation. If it goes wrong, you take the as if a cement truck driver would just leave their cement truck there anyway.
It depends how much you got paid, I suppose.
Ah, poor Robbie. Ah, poor kid. I don't know how parents can do that to their kids, and there's a lot of parents that are like that out there, unfortunately. You know, it even happened during their generation, though. Irish, especially over the weekends, you know, the kids be left at home while the parents. Now, thankfully, that didn't happen in my household because my mum doesn't drink alcohol. But in most Irish households, when it came to the weekend, kids were allowed to run riot in pubs. Like the man and dads would give their kids a crisps or whatever meal that was their pub grub, and the parents be drinking their fucking selves to bleeding. Shit, like.
I honestly sometimes feel even guilty because my parents were just amazing parents.
Yeah.
I love my parents so much. And I don't know, sometimes I'm just God.
No, look, it's different in different countries, of course. I mean, look, there's some parents out there, even during my generation, they were brilliant with their kids and stuff like that. Like my mum and dad, we like for the stuff that we were able, even over the Christmas, to put clothes on us to get us money for school and all of this. Like, it's a miracle that they did it, like, you know. But that's the one thing. My mum and dad were always, you know, there. They were never in the pub drinking or we felt neglected. They were always there. Whereas some other poor kids that were living in the same block of flats as me, God loved them, their mothers and fathers be in the pub 7 days a fucking week, like, to be left to fend for themselves. But it was a different time. Parents wouldn't be charged back then or anything like that, or done for neglect the way they would be now. Like, you wouldn't get away with that now. Oh, this whole thing with balance. I hate water anyway. I mean,
that explains everything.
No, I mean, I take showers and stuff like that, but I hate the ocean. Listen, I'll give you a laugh, right? I have a fear. I have two fears, right? I have a fear of flying, and I actually have a fear of being on big ships, right? But I've actually done both, and I'm still. Well, I was on a ferry, right? I'll give you a laugh. One Christmas, there was a spare ticket, and me auntie and me uncle and me cousins were all going to Wales for Christmas one year. And my uncle was supposed to go, but he got sick, so there was a spare ticket. So they rang me mum and dad up, and basically, we're looking for someone to go. Is no, can we bring Noel to Wales with us? Like, or you know, we got a spare ticket. So yeah, I literally, man, seriously, I saw the boat. I started freaking out. I had to get on this ferry. I started freaking out. I was carried on to the thing.
You mean ferry?
Yeah, ferry, right? Did I say ferry? Oh, I did. I said ferry. Shit. Well, anyway, we got in. The crossing over wasn't too bad, right? I got a little bit seasick, obviously, because it was my first time on boat. But I tell you, coming back was the worst experience of my life. We were actually caught in the middle of a storm on the way back over, and the boat was rocking side to side. You could literally see the ocean, right, come over. I thought the water was going to come over the thing. I thought the thing was going to topple over. And then when I seen Dublin Port, I was relieved. But I wasn't as bad with flying now, I have to say. It was the takeoff that I was nervous about. But when the plane was going down the runway, I was fine. But when it lifted up off the ground and I realised we were up off the ground, I started panicking. To myself now, I don't panic out because I don't want to panic other people. But I thought, this is it now. We're up in the air. If anything goes wrong, I'm fucked. I'm dead. Actually, Cheryl has asked me if which would I prefer. It's a bit of a weird question. We ask ourselves these weird questions. Which would you prefer? Would you prefer to die in a plane crash or a ferry disaster?
Plane crash, it's quicker.
And I always say plane crash.
Apparently, drowning is the worst way to go.
It is. I wouldn't like to go there.
I want to die laughing.
I'm going to die in my sleep. Thank you very much. I don't want to know about it.
Somebody told me, because since I it was a while ago, because I laugh a lot, and this person got so pissed and she said, you know, one of these days you're actually gonna die laughing. Nice. And I hope you do. And I say, you know what? That's the best way to die. I want to die laughing. It's better than dying bitter like you.
Ouch. What can I say?
Yeah, my uncle and auntie used to leave my cousins alone at night and went to the pub to play the pokies. Yeah, I mean,
What?
look, that's the way it was back in the
Pokey?
day. Pokies. He's either talking about cards or
What
poker.
is that? What's a pokey?
He's either talking about darts or poker. Pokies. I'd say he's talking about darts because they're pokey. You don't want to get hit with a fucking dart.
Because they poke.
Because they poke. Because you're supposed to poke them in a dartboard, in a board. I know what you're talking about. Shut up. Shh. Keep that filthy mouth to yourself.
You know that looks so wrong. That a big hole and
digging this tune.
Right, here we go. But the fact that they move it. But I love this. I love this music now. This music kicking in while they're both doing their training. This is brilliant. Go for it. 2, 3. Bang. Yes. Go on. Oh, yeah. I don't even know what that tune is. It's probably just some generic tune, but it's deadly. Poker machines. So he was talking about. So I was right to a certain extent, but it's poker, Melina. Pokies are poker machines. Yeah, they have them in pubs, in Irish pubs. There was always some, and blackjack as well was a one as well. You'd always have some bloke in the corner in the pub, right? And he'd have his beer sitting on a stool, and he'd be there playing the machines all night, like. And then the barman, he wouldn't even have to ask for a pint, this fella, right? Barman would know when he wanted a pint to bring him over and just hand him the money. It was a great little setup he had. There you go. There you go, lads. Even Crease is impressed there. Why are you buffering? It's done this on every episode.
It's you. Technology hates you.
Oh, this never happens.
Hey.
I love that they got concrete there.
I regret not taking karate when I was little.
I did. I was in a dojo.
My
Aikido.
And then I gave it up for boxing because I thought, oh, well, I'll try boxing instead. Boxing be better.
No, Aikido.
And I only lasted 2 weeks.
I wonder
about
why.
3 weeks more than I would.
Well, I got knocked out, Melina. I was sparring, and obviously they wanted to see what kind of skills I had. And yeah, well, it wasn't actually fair because I was fighting someone that was already experienced, like, you know, so like it wasn't a fair fight, but I got a few punches in before I got knocked out, but you know, happens. I don't know what you're laughing at.
She's cruel.
I know, yeah, I know. She's probably just picturing me lying there in a pair of boxing shorts and gloves on me, knocked out with me mouth. She's an evil one, that one. It's the laugh. It's the laugh. It's just like a my precious. Right, I'm going. Hold on, I'll be back now. I'm just making me coffee. This is funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're so cruel.
Can you imagine him wrestling?
Oh dear. What you like?
Oh, it's PD. PD's here.
Hey. Hey.
Oh man.
Yes, he does, Daniel, and you're not his father, so stop trying to act like his father.
Is that a somebody? Is there a tinkling? Somebody's taking a tinkle.
I'm not tinkling.
No.
Yes, it's you.
Coffee.
Of course, it's bloody you. It's always you.
She disguises it. I know. Yeah, is one of you's having a tinkle when it's her?
I'm in bed.
Better than a poop. That's for sure.
No, I already pooped this morning.
Okay.
Sorry about the talk about poop and bowel movements, folks.
It's a normal biological need.
Yeah, except if you're North Korean, your supreme leader doesn't poop.
It's not a normal biological conversation.
I love talking about it. I talk about it at my work. I talk about it at church.
God forbid you work in a restaurant. Right?
Oh, he's seen the photo. He has seen the photo. Oh.
It looks like no.
Oh my God. She's lost it. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone, everybody. She's gone.
Oh
dear.
Daniel and right, so I might be a little bit behind, so bear with me.
We're outside and they're facing off against each other.
Okay, well then we're level. Yeah.
And now he's walking up
My
to...
condolences. Oh.
He ain't happy. He ain't happy. He's not happy.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh God, I don't like that beer. Ugh, I don't like beer. Just. Ugh. I don't like alcohol. I never drank alcohol. I don't like beer. It just smells like cat piss.
She's migrated from poop to cat piss. Just saying. She's advanced.
That's all Daniel needed, though. That was the excuse he needed.
To poop.
Oh, we've lost her.
Yeah. There's no coming back from this one. None whatsoever.
Right, last episode. So tonight coming up, it's fire and ice, folks. Fire and ice.
We're doing another one.
Yeah, we're doing 3 tonight.
Oh, I thought we were doing the first.
You're doing 3 tonight.
You would do this on a nightless sleep.
Well, listen, it's the last one, and then you can go to bed then, right? Last one.
Oy.
Anyway, it's not enjoyable. It's a bit shit just to do the 2, you know? So, because when we did the 3 last week,
Said the guy who had plenty of sleep.
Well, that's not my fault. If you would need to stop arguing with people on fucking Twitter. I understand why you're doing it, but man.
No, the only reason I was arguing with them is because I couldn't sleep.
I know, but man, that's not going to help you either, though.
Well, you know, sometimes you think maybe this will wear me out. No.
Listen, this is what you need, right? This is what you need to do. You need to, before you go to bed, you need to clear your head of all the nonsense, right? Yeah, maybe count sheep or something, or just do something to meditate or something. But yeah, it's not. You're right, though. My sleep pattern's all over the place, but yours is worse than mine. You need to sort that out, mate.
Your sleep what?
No, no one's as bad as you are.
Your sleeping pants.
Pattern.
Ah.
Jesus Christ almighty. I thought America was obsessed with poker, says PD Rich. Oh, hey, PD. Nice to see you in the chat. We're on episode 3 now of Cobra Kai Series 2. So it's ice and fire, or fire and ice, or whatever.
Ice,
baby. Din 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 din. Dum 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 dum. Come on, Lee. Fuck's sake, I'm not going to start doing music if you're not going to sing.
No, look, mate, it's got to be Queen or nothing, right? Sorry.
Well, you've got a point there.
Yeah.
You've got a point there, actually. Right, is everybody in the chat ready? You know what to do. Press 1, and Lee is going to try and do his countdown properly this time.
Remember which stream I'm on.
Right, so press 1 there, folks. There's 2 of you in the chat there, PD and Chris. If you both guys could press 1, we've got 7 watching at the moment. If you're enjoying this stream, we do these every Wednesday. Come and join us. Melina will be here. Barrel of laughs, she is. And I mean literally a barrel of laughs, because that's all she does is laugh. I don't have to teach probably martial arts via Zoom, do I? He wants to know, does he have to teach you some Cobra Kai there, Lee?
Who what?
PD Rich says, I don't have to teach probably martial arts via Zoom, do I? He says he's willing to teach you some.
Oh, well, socially distanced karate sounds a winner, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah. Right, Lee, go for it.
Okay.
Don't ruin this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Did you just in the middle of your countdown let a belch?
It had to happen.
You put me off because I didn't press play. Oh, this is. He doesn't know that he has. Do you know what, Johnny is me. Johnny is me, because
no, he'll
when
never.
I first got my first computer and it died on me, I didn't know you had to plug these things in to charge them either.
That means you have to get together with a Latina woman. Sorry, Melina. It's in the stars.
Oh, this is where he starts. This is where, because Cheryl was laughing at this. Cheryl was laughing at this Johnny with the wet t-shirt competition photos and all the videos. He doesn't. I still can't find it.
That is fucking you, right?
I know.
That is you.
I know. Seriously, I didn't know the first time my man and dad got Wi-Fi, right? And I was like, I put on the Wi-Fi thing on my phone. I was like to me, man, well, it's not connected. Like, why isn't it connected? I thought you said this Wi-Fi is great. What? She says you have to put in a password.
There you go. Noel breaking all Irish stereotypes there from 1980 onwards.
Look at wet t-shirt contest.
Oh dear. What you like?
Oh. Listen. At the end of the day, I've never hit the fact that when it comes to technology and stuff, I mean, you should have seen me trying to get the camera working before you come on, Lee. Like Melina will tell you, fucking disaster. Like, and you think I'd know how to set it up by now because, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the vain hope, wouldn't it?
One day.
One day. Yeah, sure.
Oh, this is where he sees the ad for
Maggie Door.
Oh, and he uses the kick.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. True crap. Son of a. Oh.
Son of a bitch. Don't be a snake in the grass.
Don't be a snake in the grass,
Hashtag.
Oh, except if you're Johnny, it's hash browns.
Yeah.
Put one of those hash browns up.
Oh,
with
yeah.
hash brown me too. I'll get one of those hash brown me too's going when he's talking to his stepdad. That's probably one of the funniest lines. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. Dimitri reminds me of me when I was a kid. So
I love Dimitri. Dimitri is
I love
really
Dimitri too.
Great.
So I'm not going to
He's
slag
so
Dimitri.
fun.
When Dimitri gets the girl as well, I'm delighted for him because he's every geek. He's every person. I was like him growing up. I was that skinny and awkward and stuff. And he gives all you skinny, awkward little geeks out there hope. There you go. Look, this wouldn't happen in reality, of course. They wouldn't have beautiful looking women coming up to them and talking to them, of course.
Some girls would be like, he's a geeky kind of, he's cute, he's inoffensive, you know.
See, I can understand where Miguel's coming from here because, in fairness, he probably should have told him, right, Johnny. But why he went to the others and told the others, I was kind of like, well, it's kind of none of their business.
Yeah. She can.
Is this a midlife crisis?
Is this a midlife crisis? Yeah.
In fairness, though, you can understand where she's coming from because if he's been a one way for the last few years and then all of a sudden he starts doing radical things
it's like
this,
an old rivalry and it's just like
his
teenage life.
You would be thinking, is it a midlife crisis?
It totally is, though. It really is. It starts off that way, but then it, you know, through making mistakes and all the rest of it and relationships and
that's what I mean. As soon as
it changes, it forces that actual midlife crisis into something meaningful rather than superficial than egotistical.
Well, in fairness, when he saw, you seen it in his face when he saw the Cobra Kai dojo for the first time and it zoomed into his face. All those memories of what happened to him were flooding back to him. So he did.
You're right back there where it happened.
Exactly. So he did. He did end up going off the rails. And then Johnny didn't want to have anything to do with him. You seen the way he was acting as well. So, and he's already gone through either a midlife crisis or whatever. His life is just.
He's just going through a crisis.
He's just going for a crisis after crisis, man. My favorite scene, I think, is in. Oh no, I can't say anything yet, but he gets bet up or something. He shows one of the nurses his back, and there's a big, huge bruise. He says, "I've been having problems with this," and he just casually lifts up his t-shirt, and there's a big fucking purple bruise on his back.
I think that's going way ahead.
Yeah, but it's so funny because he's just so casual about it.
Mm.
Yeah.
The whitewashing. That's funny. Daniel a racist. It's Twitter.
Yeah, I'm the boss. Do as I say. For being better than me because it's humbled me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just kidding.
I know. If I didn't know you were kidding, I know you by now. And I think everybody knows you by now. I miss Poop Lady there.
Poopy monster. Has anyone else noticed that, the background artists who are in these classes, like they're there one week and not the next? Sometimes it's totally different people.
Actually, I want to give a shout out to Daniel because Daniel would normally be here in the chat, but his team is actually playing tonight against Rangers, their biggest rivals right now. So that's why he's not here. So wish you the best of luck, mate, because he takes those games very seriously. He does. And when they lose, it really gets him down. So let's hope they're winning. I'm actually going to check now myself, actually, because it is a big derby in Scotland. So.
You Europeans and your games.
Oh, we love football, except for Lee. Lee doesn't like football.
Fucking hate football.
I don't. Lee, Lee, do you like any sport, actually?
No.
No?
I mean, I can watch Wimbledon. That's about it.
Yeah,
really.
the tennis. Yeah,
My mum's into F1. She's obsessed with Formula One, like fucking full on. Yeah, my mum's a petrol.
Don't be a pussy. Okay, Daniel's going to be the happiest bloke tonight. Celtic are literally hammering Rangers 3-0 at half time.
Yeah, good for him.
Well done. Right, I'll say no more about football because I know Lee doesn't like it, but I just
because I might vomit in your face.
Because Daniel would be here. He always pops in, but it's Celtic.
Well, he should be. He should be celebrating with us with watching Cobra Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Shakira's birthday today.
Oh,
the singer Shakira.
Wow.
Shakira.
I'm so excited and happy.
Yeah. How old is she now? 50?
No. It's Shakira.
Oh, who gives a crap what her name is?
Shakira.
She had like 2 hits or something and she still hasn't disappeared.
She was, I mean, I liked her better before she started.
Oh, she ain't no Janet Jackson.
Singing. I mean,
she had 2 good songs, man. Our very first single and the one after that.
The first English album that she released was pretty good.
Yeah.
See how racist Noel is? He's like,
the
first 2 albums. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of Spanish ones, like.
Mm-hmm.
She actually has. She actually has released singles that are in Spanish, right?
So
but will you stop? You're giving these feckin' people ammunition, and it's not even. Jesus Christ, man! You don't make it half hard for me. This.
What? What?
Oh, it's all about you now, Noel, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I am. I'm gonna play the victim card.
Did you say stop making me half hard?
You can't play the victim card because you're a white male, a straight white male. You know that, Noel. Pay your penance. Repent for your original sin.
Just Radio Times just dropped an article there. Unbound to return with a new version of the War Doctor.
Oh yeah, what was that about? Like supposedly the sixth Doctor, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm listening to a Caldor City audio drama featuring the robots from the Robots of Death. Paul Darrow playing a very Avon type character from late 70s.
They're doing what Disney did. They're doing a what if.
I'm talking. And it's got the robots from the Robots of Death. It's got Paul Darrow playing an Avon type character, and it's got some of the original cast from the Robots of Death. Plus, it has the Fendal in it as well, and it's very adult in its content, and it's actually much better than a lot of the current Big Finish, I have to say. So, now you may speak.
Shut up, you. So it's saying the first two box sets will explore an alternative timeline set in the immediate aftermath of the classic Tom Baker serial Genesis of the Daleks. So it's basically what they're doing is they're ripping off the Disney TV show What If.
Oh.
And they're basically doing their own version. Well, what if this had happened instead of this?
Yeah, but they've done Unbound stuff before anyway. So that's before Disney.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So that's what they're doing anyway. So
not that it's an original.
It sounds
but, I mean, it's always interesting.
It's interesting. It's Big Finish as well, and Big Finish. It'll have an epic trailer as it always does.
So hope it's good. That's the important thing. So hope it's good on story and not big on identity. You know?
Well, we'll know, won't we, when the trailer comes out and the synopsis comes out. So
anyway,
because they don't shy away from a Big Finish, or they don't hide it. They're straight out about it. So we'll see.
Anyway, Cobra.
But yeah, they need to go back making good audios again. But we leave it there. But this is where he's telling the story now, which he should have told, in fairness, the first time round. But there you go. Better late than never. Oh. That's the thing about this. I hated Johnny in the movies. And then when I was watching this, I was conflicted because I was actually liking Johnny over Daniel. Because Daniel, let's be honest, in season 1 is a bit of a dick. And
I think that's on purpose to kind of give Johnny like a bit of room to breathe and for you to really sort of get to grips with him as a cardboard cutout villain.
Yeah.
So you have to have that kind of
flesh him out.
Contrast,
Yeah, and also Danny's not like he thinks he's not being mean. He thinks he's doing the right thing. And have you noticed that that's something that a lot of social justice warriors do? They think they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because it's morally right.
Path to hell is filled with good intentions.
Right. But in this case, at least Danny is generally a good person.
Yeah.
But that's the difference. But he really thinks that he's doing the right thing.
Well, it's a warning, really, to show that people who you think are just one-dimensionally evil, bad people. There's a story there, and there's like a human being, and then there's a whole lot of another side that people don't want to see or can't see, or they project so much badness onto these people that they don't see any good.
They're like onions. They've got layers. See, Daniel is a good guy, but he also has his flaws. Yeah, Johnny is a good guy, but when we seen him in the movies, obviously he was a bad guy, but now we're getting to see the other side of him, and you really do root for him. all these characters, as I said, even Daniel LaRusso's wife, she's pretty good and the voice of reason during most of the seasons, but even she messes up as well. That's real.
You're getting
No,
too ahead.
I'm not gonna say how she messes up, but what I'm basically saying is that all these characters, right, are like real people. They're flawed. None of us are perfect.
That's what I'm saying, that there are no villains in this movie, like really bad guy.
Well, actually, I disagree with you on that one. But there's only one person. But you know who I'm talking about. I think that's the only bad guy. I won't say who, but
not even if it's that guy who I think you're talking about. Not even so, but we'll get to that later, obviously.
Okay, right. So that'll be an interesting conversation to have, because I disagree. I think he is rotten to the core.
Of course, you'll disagree.
I know, but I think out of all the characters, you can clearly see that there's different layers to all of these characters. But when it comes to that certain character, he's a straight shooter, right? But he hasn't changed. He's still a demented. What's going on? What are you snorting for? Or just giving me point. All right, we'll talk about it when it comes up, but you're wrong.
Oh dear. Dissent in the ranks.
I tell you, a lot of people are going to agree with me anyway, so there's no thinking about that.
Is she snoring or pooping?
Yeah, she's snoring, man. She's trying to tell me that she's bored of me conversation. Because she's very disrespectful. Of course, if people didn't know this channel, they'd actually think, that Cheryl Melina is being disrespectful, but she's not.
I am.
That's just not what. I'm only messing.
She fucking hates you, Noel.
This is the way. I know everybody fucking hates me, mate.
It's real people.
Well, that's it. That's it. Step in line, then. Step in line. Join the queue. Look. Join the queue.
Hatred.
Join the queue.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. It's so good.
Cobra Kai.
A bit of viral marketing, right there.
Well, in fairness, you play dirty, so now Johnny's playing dirty. So
dirty.
This is like capitalism in a scene here, like with karate.
Dirty.
More sparks.
Oof.
Well done, Johnny. You deserve this moment.
Woof! I love that. Get to his head.
Danny's face. Cobra's light it up.
He even adds the flair, yeah. I have to admit, Melina's laughter has been sorely been missing from these streams. It's so refreshing to hear it again. Yeah. Well, she's back now for the Cobra Kai. She's been obviously a bit under the weather as well, and stuff. And in fairness, it's kind of my fault that she didn't turn up for Series 1 because I told her when it was too late.
His face there, and he's smiling at him.
Yeah,
smug as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, in fairness, Daniel deserved that one. You have to take that L, Daniel. Sorry.
Well, it's pretentious and underhanded what he did anyway.
Yeah.
But then he did it because he's thinking again, like as Melina said, that he's doing the right thing.
Yeah. Right. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good night. Bye.
Next week is where really now, first 3 episodes usually set up what's going to happen, and then gets interesting from there. So let's get straight into it. Lee, do you want to individually rate these, or are you going to do the same as we've done for the last few weeks, actually, and give them all the same rating?
No. Yes. I think. I think I'll give the individual episodes a bit of a rating on this one because I think the first series was a solid 10. It was just perfect. This one was a bit of a slow grower.
Yeah, it's a slow burner. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as long.
Sake.
But it's the first episode was a great setup. Picking up directly where we left off from last season. Yet magically, some people look about an inch taller and about a year older. But never mind. But it's the first episode really sets up that dynamic with Kreese, and that fight scene was fantastic between the two. Second episode was a little bit more of the kind of, again, plodding along. That was much more ploddy, like there was a lot of nice sitting around chatting scenes, but it's not as packed. You got that training scene with the cement mixer and them on the little pool doing the balancing thing, so it's a nice little 2 threads of how things are developing on each side of the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
And then the third, you see the setup with Daniel discovering that Kreese is back, and it's like, well, I'm going to shut you down. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to make my dojo become successful and give free lessons and screw you up. And that's socialism. Then capitalism comes along and shits all over it, a little bit bigger and better. To people, it's like, yeah, Cobra Kai, which was a nice sort of back and forth. I like that. So it really sort of picked up the energy towards the second half of that episode. But it's got some really nice little. I'm not belittling it in any way. You've got some great little scenes, and it's important for these little setups and character developments and nuance. But when you see, Daniel's daughter sort of forming more of a bond with Robbie, and you see also Hawk developing and getting more cocky and confident.
Yeah.
And you see that sort of, dynamic where he sort of does that power, somersault in the air and kicks that wood in half, and Dimitri's just like shocked, and he's almost terrified of what Hawk's becoming, which is beautifully done just by expression and movement, which is absolutely brilliant. So first episode, I'm going to give that a 9.
Yeah.
Second episode, I'm going to give that an 8.
Okay.
And third episode, I'm going to give that a 9 again.
Okay, thank you for that. Melina?
Well, I'm going to give Johnny a 10.
Right, but we're not rating characters here, we're rating the actual...
We'll be here all week.
Okay. Oh.
So... but you can have your 10 for Johnny. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that didn't sound right. Anyway, just go ahead. Will you, Jesus Christ?
That's the long and short of it.
Yeah, right. 10. So she gives a 10 for Johnny. Is that it? Is that done? I'm only messing. Go on.
So I love that first episode. I think the having Kreese coming back and you not knowing his intentions, if they're actually good, or if he actually redeemed himself or not, and having Johnny being conflicted about it, because especially the part when he hands him the trophy, like trying to prove that he wanted to fix something, not only the trophy but to fix.
It's very symbolic.
Yeah, it's very symbolic because not only did he like physically broke. Oh God, let me get up. Oh, excuse me. The trophy, he broke Johnny's spirit. That's a kind of symbolic, and that's when you're trying to figure out if what is he up to? Is he really trying to help Johnny, or is Kreese trying to help Johnny, or is he trying to help himself? So anyway, I thought it was a good intro for series 2, and oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry, I just
that was a burp. That was from the other end. The other end.
Ooh, excuse me. I ate rice and chicken, so excuse me for a moment.
You certainly did.
And the second episode, what I love about it is the way it shows the dynamic of the training of the Miyagi-Do style and the way of the fist, or the Cobra Kai. And you see that obviously Daniel wants to do it it's all about balance, it's all about defense, and it's all about what I say, not looking for trouble. It's not about being tough, while Cobra Kai is about being tough. And I like those two comparisons and they show that kind of the way they train. And what else did I like? I also, let's see, this episode was that when Daniel finds out that Kreese is back, and he still thinks, just because since Johnny is associated with Kreese, he still thinks that Johnny will never change. And it's not that Johnny, it's not about, like, how do I say, Johnny was never a bad guy. And later on you will see that Kreese was actually never really a bad guy. And the problem is that Daniel sees him that way. And he thinks that the way I'm going to cancel them is to show what Miyagi-Do is all about. So all that show that he did in the carnival, that's for his, I would say that's for his ego. Even though that he probably in his mind he's thinking, no, I just want to show what Miyagi-Do is all about. So he's probably doing it just for his ego and saying, like, trying to cancel Cobra Kai. And I love that little combat that Johnny did, because he's still he's I mean he's doing it in a way to how do I say, not just to prove, what I see is not just to prove to Danny, but I think Johnny is trying to also prove to Kreese that he's still the best, and he's still capable, especially to become to be a sensei. So that's what I love about it. And yeah, about Dimitri's face, I love his expression. And because this is his best friend. Eli is his best friend, or Hawk, and to see him have this drastic change and see him more confident in himself, and seeing the things that he can do, that Cobra Kai, Dimitri thinks that, well, Cobra Kai is really changing him. and maybe he can change me. So that I love the expression that he makes in the facial expressions that he makes after the presentation. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I give the first episode a 9. The second I will give it 8.5, and the third I will give it a 9.5. Definitely.
Fantastic. Well, actually, quite similar actually to Lee. I'm in agreement with Lee as well. First episode's definitely a 9. I mean, the end of the series was a great little cliffhanger.
Oh yeah.
The first episode obviously sets up what's coming, and what's coming is all out bloody war. And I can't wait. It's gonna look. We've already. I kind of say everything I need to say during the stream, but all I'm just going to say about this is that why I love this show is that every character feels realistic. They all have flaws. You know, I am in agreement with Melina. You can actually see, yeah, John Kreese might be gone about you might have went about it the wrong way with Johnny. But you'll see later on, and I won't spoil, but you'll see later on. There's a moment where you think, oh yeah, maybe he did regret his actions from years ago. Again, all of these characters, you know, obviously when we're reintroduced to them, we have a perception of them because of the trilogy. And then obviously the show came along then, and we get to see the other side. We get to basically see their stories and why they're the people that they are maybe back then and the people that they are today. So it's very interesting. That's what I love about it. The cameos, when they do cameos, they're not just there, you know, for nostalgia. There's actually a reason why they're there, and it's done very well. So I'm going to actually be in agreement with Lee and everybody else. 9 for the first one, 8 for the second one, because the second one is a bit drags on a little bit. I don't know what it is. It's not as entertaining as the first one or the third one. So both 9 for the first one, 8 for the second one, and 9 for the third one. And next week, actually, it livens up quite a bit.
It gets
So
better.
Chris actually says as well, we knew burps were contagious over the internet. # blame problem being. So you're being blamed for the burps.
Fine, that's going to be like that, you know.
Well, yeah, but there you go. That's us done. So what I'll do is I'll get the panel to, when they stop burping and being disrespectful, we'll ask the panel to call out. Again, I'll say when they stop being disrespectful.
I can't help it.
Right,
know.
Well, burp off screen, then don't be such a pig.
Oh, you don't tell her, like,
excuse me.
and
Yeah,
coughing
you
and
better than that.
burping and farting and scratching her bollocks.
She gets called out for it.
A couple of times. I'm the bad guy. I see how this works.
Yeah, right. Do you want to do your channel shout outs there, pal? Thank you. Thank you. Come on, channel shout out.
Oh, right, yeah. At Being Problem on Twitter, where I'm currently in war with half the world. It's really funny, like, I've been in one thread all day, right? And it's hilarious because, of course, it's about Jewish shit, right? So, like, seriously, in one thread, I swear to God, there is Wahhabists, Marxists, Christian fundamentalists, all agreeing with each other and sharing and liking each other's comments, saying that Israel is bad and Jews are bad. And it's like they do not seem to understand. Like, you've got one Marxist sharing and liking posts from a fundamentalist Christian who's a Trump supporter. And it's just like they say that they're not anti-Jewish or anti-Semitic, yet here they are sharing this love of hatred of Jews. It's hilarious. I can't like, you have to see it to believe it. It's fucking weird. Anyway, so there's that. And my other channel is Ordred Audio Visual.
Thank you very much, Solly. Melina,
What?
do you wanna give any shout outs? She knows exactly how this works now. She's just being a petulant child now. Do you want
Cheryl?
it doesn't matter. She's not here to save you. Go on.
Just my YouTube channel, Melina Vader, and one day, well, I'll come back on Twitter. It'll be Melina Vader, but one day I'll come back.
One day
it's gonna be soon.
Come back. Yes,
it's gonna be soon this year. It's gonna be soon, but I will come back. So, but for now, you can just look me up in my YouTube, Melina Vader.
Thank you very much, and you know where to find me, folks. Here.
No.
So, get with the program if you haven't already subscribed. Oh, by the way, just want to thank everybody that has, because I play games on the other stream, but I don't actually check the subs, but I did last night, and I was surprised, to me shock, 288 people have subscribed to me gaming channel, and all I do is rant and game. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the second channel, The Irish Geek. If you haven't already, what you're waiting for? If you want to see an Irishman go mad playing games, go ahead. I did download the new game, UFC 4. We get a free.
That is garbage. The PS Plus game this month is garbage.
Yeah, normally, but I do like I did like UFC 2, so I'm gonna give UFC 4 a try. So I'll probably do that, and I will be streaming Black Ops Zombies. So if you're there for Black Ops 3, I'll be doing some zombies later on as well. So check that out. Right, I'm off. I'll see you later. Panel, say good night.
Good night, panel.
Panel, say good night.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right,
she's see you later. Than me at this.
Yeah, she seems to be. Good night, PD, and Chris in the chat, and everybody else that wasn't in the chat but stuck around. Thank you. We shall see you again next week for Cobra Kai. Bye-bye. Bye.